All right, folks, welcome into another very special edition of Bears Predictions. As you know, there was a very special victory that took place on the lakefront last Saturday night. Nice cold night, but great night for a Bears win. All right, first, I need to address why my brother Bill cannot be here. Of course, my name is Todd Swerski, and this is my brother Bill's Bar Swerskis, but Bill could not join us for the video because, well, during the game, Bill was watching the game, and when this certain team from the north that will not be named, when they scored a third touchdown, well, Bill punched the TV, and these are not the old tube TVs that you can just punch. These new TVs, well, they don't react very well, and Bill hurt his hand. Doctor said he might have a fracture in the metatarsal, and so one of the metatarsals. I'm not sure which one. I'm a few credits shy of my medical degree, but Bill, he needs to rest the hand for the game. We all know it's very hard to eat an Italian beef with one hand, so you got to heal up there, Bill, so you can have some good food for the game. All right, let's talk about what happened last week before we move on to the game this week. All right, last week was a very special win, and we can see that what happened in the game can only be it can only be explained by one thing, and that is called divine intervention. None other than the Pope is a Bears fan, and I believe that the Pope is talking to the higher powers up there, and they are sending down angels from above to bless this Bears team. All right. Caleb Williams might be someone from above as well. We are not sure yet, but these powers seem a little bit superhuman. All right, that one throw reminds me of the Michael Jordan's. The way the Michael Jordan symbol looks, and Caleb is a special guy, and Ben Johnson is well. This is a mastermind. I mean, this guy could be good at anything he puts his mind to. All right. We already talked about his abilities to clear a driveway after 30 minutes, and this guy has some plays that no one else can think of. All right. Now, this is sure to lead the Bears to a certain Super Bowl. But let's move on to the game coming up this week. All right. Now, we're playing a team by the name of the Rams. All right. You know what? I want to backtrack for a moment here. We're going to throw it to the backpack, and I want to say one thing to the team that I will still not name because we beat them. But there's a new king of the NFC North. His name is Caleb Williams, and he's leading the great Chicago Bears. We will not be giving up this leadership position anytime soon, all right? And that other quarterback that went away quietly in the night on Monday night, Aaron Rodgers, you can go smoke some ayahuasca in the jungle, and it's over, buddy. All right, you will no longer own the Chicago Bears. The Bears are here to stay, and we'll be keeping our position to top the NFC North. All right, I got a little worked up. I don't want to have a heart attack here. All right, so let's go on to the next game coming up here on the lakefront. All right, it is going to be a bitterly cold day. Now, Chicagoans are used to this kind of weather, but these LA guys, yeah, a little soft. These guys are a little soft, all right? They cannot handle this cold weather. And there's a guy by the name of Michael Stafford, can barely play outside, all right? This guy is used to the domes, getting the LA treatment, going to the spas. And, I heard this guy's got a hurt finger too. You better hope that doesn't swell up like a Polish sausage on a hot grill, and you're going to have some problems throwing against the mighty Chicago Bears. All right. There's another guy by the name of Davante Adams. Davante, you see, you get a little old there, and you have a little problem with the hamstring. All right. That hamstring, it doesn't do too well when it's, negative 15 on the lakefront. All right. So, my prediction is that the Bears are going to come out strong in this game. They're not going to wait. They do not need the divine intervention at the middle of the game. They were going to come out with probably 3 or 4 touchdowns to the mighty Colston Loveland. And I believe that Roma Donze, working through a foot injury, will probably catch a touchdown as well. Probably another 2 from DJ Moore. And Caleb will, of course, throw for 7 touchdowns. And maybe a couple scores by the defense. And maybe we'll get the Rams 1 touchdown. Maybe old man Matt Stafford will have to run it in. But my final prediction for the game is going to be 56 to 6. I think they're going to miss the extra point. Thanks again to Mr. Brandon McManus for helping the Chicago Bears. All right, folks. Well, enjoy the game. We are now just 3 games away from, well, 2 games actually away from the Super Bowl, but 3 games away from winning the Super Bowl. All right, so enjoy the game. And as we say here, cheers, or down here in Mexico, salud.